What it do Thursday night, Wednesday night? I said it, didn't say it right. Huh? How y'all doing? It's been a while. I can tune day. Back freestyle, huh? Said it to your face. Wednesday after Bible study coming with the race. Pick up the pace. Okay. Y'all heard what it said, yay. Let me stop. I don't even have no freestyles in me. What's up, family? How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday to everybody out there. It's your brother Akitune Day. Thank y'all so much. Whether you're passing by, stopping by, if you're staying for a while, gonna be here for a few minutes and then leave, whatever. However, I don't take it lightly at all that y'all will click in, stop for a minute, and hang out with us. Special Ox Show, Wednesday night. Coming in this week, it is the last three rounds before the final round for the search for the one. We are in Indianapolis, Indiana tomorrow night. On Sunday night, we are back in Columbia for First Sundays. Between those three rounds, I think there's about 38 comedians. Okay, so of course we started out with the first three rounds in Atlanta, Columbia, and Birmingham, and between those three rounds, we have 5 comedians from those first 3 rounds that are going to the finals already. So we have potentially another 6, possibly 7 comedians that will be taking to the final round in Orangeburg, South Carolina on October 25th. So this is a check-in tonight. Special Ox Show coming in as we continue down this road for the search for the one. And my brother, Donald For Sure Martin, will be joining me in just a little bit. And because again, he and his lovely wife, Kimberly, they have a company called People Rich, and they are hosting the Indianapolis rounds tomorrow night, Thursday, October the 3rd, and Friday, October the 4th, October 2nd, October 3rd, Thursday and Friday, October 2nd and October 3rd in Indianapolis, Indiana. So y'all, we excited, and Donald will be joining me in just a little bit. But before I get to Donald, let me say this right here. Man, God is so good, and I just thank him for all that he's doing and all that he's providing. We have our Joke Farm ambassadors that we are kicking off. Joke Farm ambassadors are people across the country in different cities and different markets. Some of them may be promoters. Some of them may be ministries. Some of them may be lay people who are just comedy supporters, comedy fans. Some of them are full-blown ticket agents. It's different categories, different people doing different things. But I want to give a big, huge shout out to our first group of Joke Farm ambassadors. I'm not going to name them now officially, but we will be announcing the first group in just a few days. But I just thank God for our Joke Farm ambassadors. We've been on the phone. It was our first few meetings with our team in that particular regard. And it's just glad, I'm just thankful to have people who support what we do, believe in what we do, have already proven that they support it with action, but are fully vested in believing what we do and helping us to take things to the next level. So again, huge shout out to our Joke Farm ambassadors team, and we'll be making a full announcement about that first block and group of people very, very soon. And if you're interested in being one of our Joke Farm ambassadors, definitely please let us know. And what you may say, what is a Joke Farm ambassador? That is someone who is either a ticket agent. You may be a promoter who hosts a particular tour date or stop in your city. You may just be someone who gathers people together and create groups, parties, viewing parties for special live events, whether that's a live event where you actually buy a ticket and you're in another part of the country or the world and you watch and enjoy the show. Or you may be someone who puts together a group and when we premiere a particular special, you may support in that way. One of the biggest ways, though, is our boots on the ground. People in a particular market who supports Joke Farm by hosting a tour date or supporting a tour date as a ticket agent and making sure that the word gets out past our marketing efforts and that the house is packed. And you can actually make some money doing it as well. Could be a good side hustle for you. And depending on how big you want to go with it, it could be a full-time hustle for you. It's literally that big. And man, we're excited about it. And just thank you again to our initial supporters in that regard who make this help us to get this done and make it happen. So I just had to say that. There's a lot that's been going on behind the scenes with anyone who supports, WF Media Group and Joke Farm. And it's so much, I can't get into all of it right here. It would take too much time. It would take us off of the main goal and purpose for tonight's, live. But I will say this, man, there's a lot of work that has been going forth, a lot of effort, a lot of faith, a lot of trust, a lot of building, a lot of growing, a lot of stretching. And a huge shout out to Unissa, Jaleel, Deja, Jamaria, Kalia, Judy, Elijah, our entire, First Sunday's Joke Farm team, our Joke Farm production team, and every DJ Ronnie, DJ Geechee Man, who makes all this stuff happen and pulls all of it together. So a huge shout out to everyone who makes this happen and allows us to get done what we need to get done. So again, in just a little bit, Donald for Show Martin will be joining me, but this is a special Ox show, a special live. And tonight I'm checking in with y'all as we get ready to go to hit the road for our next two rounds, round 4 and 5 in Indianapolis, Indiana. Tomorrow night, if you are anywhere near Indiana, the state of Indiana, the Indianapolis, listen, we will be at the District Theater tomorrow night at 2 nights back to back, Thursday and Friday. I believe I want to say it's 14 comedians for those 2 rounds. So that's a phenomenal 2 big nights, and a huge shout out to all the comedians who are coming through and will be showcasing and doing their thing. And man, I cannot say, put in the full words how excited and thankful we are for all the support with all the comedians. What's up, Kimberly Hope? How you doing, sis? Kimberly's in the building. One of our phenomenal, amazing Joke Farm First Sunday's WF Media Group Healthy Laughter supporters, Ox Show supporters. It has been holding it down with us for an extremely long time. And what's up, Deborah Frank? How you doing? Sandra Cartwright, how you doing? Listen, do me a favor, share this to your page too. Share this to your page. Me and Donald Martin will be hopping on in just a little bit. Jaleel, give me a thumbs up when Donald is ready, and so we'll bring him in. But again, it's a special Ox show tonight. Again, tomorrow night we are in Indianapolis, Indiana, Thursday and Friday night, and then on Sunday, First Sunday. Every First Sunday is First Sundays, and this First Sunday, it will be a special lineup of comedians. Of course, it will be round 6 for the Search for the One. So as it stands right now, the count is 10 comedians with 2 more that are pending to join on for this particular round in Columbia for First Sunday. So this is round 6 that will be happening. That will be the final round before we go into Orangeburg on October the 25th. Speaking of which, huge shout out to the team in Orangeburg, to the family in Orangeburg, to the city of Orangeburg, and the Stevenson Auditorium, a beautiful venue that will be the host site for that final round in Orangeburg, South Carolina on October the 25th. So if you are anywhere near Orangeburg, or if you know someone near Orangeburg, definitely let them know that the final round for this national stand-up comedy showcase competition and talent search will be happening on October the 25th at the Stevenson Auditorium in City Hall. Spread the word. Let everybody know that we will be in the house. Comedians from all over will be coming to Orangeburg. The theme is All Roads Lead to Orangeburg. Orangeburg is about to be crunk this weekend. It is state's homecoming. I've been on the phone with people all day talking about that. My sister Kimberly Hope, I was talking with Kimberly Hope earlier, and she was just sharing me just how crunk Orangeburg already is, and how big the homecoming is for Orangeburg. And Orangeburg is one of those football towns, the HBCU towns. 2 historically black colleges and universities in Orangeburg, South Carolina, Claflin and South Carolina State. And then, of course, you have 2 tech schools as well. You got Denmark Tech, and I forgot the third, the other technical school that's very right near, that's in Orangeburg. Denmark Tech is, of course, very near in Denmark, South Carolina. So, again, Orangeburg is a big football town, but again, it's about to be a big comedy town. And when we bring this final round for the Search for the One to, say again. Okay, all right, to Orangeburg, South Carolina. So I understand Donald Martin is in the weight room ready to come on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause for a minute, let y'all check these promos out. And then we'll be right back kicking this off. But again, tonight it's a special Ox show. Me and Don are gonna be kicking it. Shout out to all the comedians again who've already signed up for the Search for the One. We're still getting phone calls and emails for people who didn't know that we were doing this. It's as of today, comedians are still signing up for Columbia, and I believe we have some more that's coming in for Indianapolis. Again, here's the thing. And that's cool. That's fine. We can't take everybody. To be clear, there is a cutoff, but we definitely can still take, a few comedians. But more than anything, it is the support for the cities in each round. Again, thank you, First Sundays. Thank you, Indianapolis, for showing up, supporting these 2 rounds that are left in the city. But I want to have a conversation with Donald, who is a comedian, a hilarious comedian who did Search for the One and who has some experience, as I do, when you don't win a competition. I did the Bay Area comedy competition some years ago, and I want to talk about that experience, what that was like. And I never forget how I posted a video a couple of months ago, probably a few weeks ago, not quite a couple of months ago. You can find it on my page, and I'm actually talking about what happened with the Bay Area and how I overthought my set, and did not do well, simply because I second guessed myself, because I overthought and messed around and blew it in the final round. And I don't want any comedian to do that. So me and Don are gonna be talking about just chopping it up, sharing some war stories. What it is to be in this comedy life. Y'all don't know what it is sometimes to be out here doing stand-up. What we go through as comedians and what we have to deal with, think through, and even put ourselves through. Anyway, all right, so listen, do me a favor, share this link, hang out with us. Comedian Donald Martin will be joining us tomorrow night, Indianapolis, Indiana, rounds 4 and 5 for the Search for the One Stand-Up Comedy Talent Search Showcase and Competition, and round 6 this Sunday, first Sunday in Columbia, South Carolina. It's your brother Akitunde, and this is a special Ox Show Search for the One edition. All right, family, let's get it started.
The Search for the One.
Get ready to laugh and vote. The Search for the One Stand-Up Comedy Talent Search is back. 6 rounds, 6 cities, in search of one comedian. Powered by Joke Farm. Some of the funniest comedians in the country are coming from all over, going for over $5,000 cash. The Blue Comedy Stool, and the opportunity to record their very own stand-up comedy special filmed next year. Indianapolis, Indiana, we're coming your way to the District Theater, Thursday, October 2nd through Friday, October 3rd, 7 o'clock p.m. nightly. A special partnership with People Rich.
Search for the One.
Log on to searchfortheone.com. That's searchfortheone.com, and click the registration button. Hey family, it's your brother and your host, Akintunde, and I'ma see y'all when I see y'all for the 2025 Search for the One Stand-Up Comedy Talent Search. Yes. Coming at you with the Freestyle Wednesday style Akintunde show. I got Donald for show Martin about to hit the screen. You know how we do. Tomorrow night a comedy show is coming straight to you. We're in the District Theater in Indianapolis. Matt Capolis. I don't know what that means, but I said it anyway. Some of folk, because you know Donald probably got some flow for show. Maybe he got some freestyle, get buck wild, and you know how we do it, his straight comedy style. We doing it for the Christian soul. We had to do it. I lost my flow. Screw it. I feel the hate coming from Jaleel over there. I feel the hate. I know Eunice is hating. Listen, y'all. Straight out of the fine state of Indianapolis, one of the finest. My brother, People Rich, is his production company. He's a comedian, a licensed minister. He is the husband of one Kimberly Martin. He's a father and a grandfather, and he's a hilarious comedian host in his own right. Welcome to the Akintunde Show, co-host, co-producer for rounds 4 and 5 of the Search for the One, my brother, Donald, for show, Martin. What's up, man? How's it going, bro? Bring the music down. I can't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now. Hold on, let me move something off.
I'm coming live from downtown Indianapolis. I got people lined up outside to come to the comedy show. Hold on. Sir, just give me a minute. I will get to you and get you some more tickets. But I got to take this call, okay?
Yes, sir.
I got to. So I come down live in Indianapolis. We got people that is under the bridge. I don't know if they come into the show. They look homeless, but they're coming. They may walk through the district theater, ask for some money, but they will be there.
They'll be in the district.
They'll be some district.
What's up, boy? You silly. You silly. Coming to you live and direct from downtown Indy. My brother Donald for show. What it do, man? How you doing, sir? Happy Wednesday.
Man, amazing. I'm excited about what's going on for Search for the One. Hey, hold on, babe. I got it right. I said Search for the One. I used to say one search or one love.
Hilarious.
One above with the glove. and none above. I'm trying to do freestyle.
Hilarious.
It was on a Sunday morning like a Puritan night. The Lord came in and changed my life. Oh, I told y'all. Yeah.
There we go. Grown man freestyle.
317
testimony.
317. That's Indianapolis.
There we go.
317. So we doing good, man. We're excited about what's taking place. Actually, we selling more tickets. We have more tickets than sold the last time we talked. So
awesome. Praise God. Praise God.
Praise God. This is the thing.
Yeah.
In the climate that we're in, with so many just things going on negative, it is good that people really are embracing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They are excited to be able to do something, hear something, be involved in something that is not political, that's not profanity.
Yeah.
It's not, they can bring a child, they can bring their mother, they can bring their father.
Yeah.
They can bring their grandmother. So, our grandfather. So that's exciting. We're excited about it.
Man, I'm excited about y'all.
Thank y'all for allowing us to.
No. Let me thank y'all. When I say y'all, I'm talking about you, Kimberly, and the entire People Rich team for hosting this round, producing this round. I mean, y'all, we are in a beautiful theater, the District Theater, a black box theater in Indianapolis, downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. That is a direct production creation. That partnership was created by People Rich. We don't take that lightly at all. And man, I just, again, sweatless process. And thank you to everyone who's buying tickets, who've already purchased tickets, who's still buying tickets. We don't take that lightly or in any way. I don't care how long you do this. And I tell this, and I always remain keep this mindset. I don't care whether we playing in an arena of 14,000 people or whether you playing in front of 14 people, 140 people, or 1,400 people. Man, I'm thankful because people do not have to come see you. People do not have to come spend their time, spend their money with you. And I always will remain that and keep that mindset. So thank y'all to everyone who is coming out, who's supporting. But again, thank you to y'all, you, Kimberly, and the entire People Rich team for hosting this round, bro. I mean, and with this and everything else that we have coming up together in the future, bro.
Well, I mean, and once again, thank you for the opportunity. And yeah, shout out to our team. Like, we got ushers, we got that's going to be there. We got box office, the cashier. We got people that's going to be there to, and they're doing this, they're volunteering, and they send the vision.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They send the vision, what we have. Like, we had a meeting last September 21st, and see, like, we had a living room full of people that we was sharing the vision with that was like, wasn't like, well, how much is we going to get paid? Or how much is this, that, and the other? We laid out the vision, and they was like, let's go. And then also, whatever suggestions, whatever ideas that you have, we open to it. So we wanted to let them know that this is not just a me and Kimberly thing, but that's why we People Rich.
Yeah.
In order for us to be who we are, first we know it takes God, but then second, it takes the people for us to be rich. And that's our whole goal is we're People Rich because of the people.
Man, I love that. That's real talk right there. I love that. I appreciate that. And you're right. Like, I saw the support. We came down to Anderson, Indiana, about I guess now that's been about a year. Well, about a year and a half, right?
It's over a year. That was September 29th.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, we've been a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So well, and we came in and really saw, what y'all had brought to life. If y'all don't know, Donald Martin, of course, again, comedian, but he and his wife do an event. How consistent? Like, is it once a month? I know you got the 50th party, the 50th comedy show coming up.
Yeah, it's every other month.
Okay.
That we do comedy shows, but that's just because. So Anderson is like 35, 40 minutes. I would say kind of like northeast.
Okay.
Northeast of Indianapolis, but it's still considered like the metropolitan area of Indianapolis.
Got it.
So we in a city where when we first started in July of 2024, well, I take that back. We still have like a whiteboard where we started just writing down names. We were sitting in our apartment at the time, and my wife was like, "Man, let's put on some comedy shows," because I was living in Atlanta. Actually, the last time I did a show in Atlanta was with you, Willie Brown, and Small Fire.
Okay.
That was the last time I really performed at that church we performed at.
Got
and then I moved back to the Midwest.
Okay.
And so when I came here, we came up with the idea. The Lord gave us the idea, and then we started writing down names. Then when we got flyers, I started passing them out. We passing them out, kissing babies. We was like politicians.
Yeah.
We was kissing babies. We was going to every event. We was building relationships.
Yeah.
That's what we was building.
Yeah.
And so we started passing out flyers. It was like, man, it ain't gonna work here at Anderson because this used to be a blue collar town. It was actually the second largest GM plants other than Detroit, Michigan. In the entire United States of America.
Wow.
So when in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, when General Motors left, it gutted the city per se. And so Now you're talking about bringing comedy, clean comedy, faith-based Christian comedy
Yeah.
to a city that deals with all it's been dealing with.
Yeah.
I had people tell me in my face, good luck. It ain't
Mm.
gonna work.
Wow. Wow.
And trust me, you know, coming from a scene of Atlanta where, man, there's so much comedy you can do. Like
Yeah.
you could do comedy every night in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
coming back to a place where you doing what? Huh?
Yeah.
How's that gonna work?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
so,
but I mean,
you-
but y'all did it. Y'all did it. Y'all been consistent
Yeah.
now. Y'all been doing shows consistently. All the shows are packed out. Every last one.
yes, I mean, every last one of them. Like our very first show, we say this all the time. Our very first show, we had to give away tickets because we had to show the perception that it was hot, so people was
Right.
going live.
Right.
Then you know the city was like, "Oh, what's going on? We heard about this," and then
Yeah.
it gradually just started. Like people started coming. Then people, when we came up with the next season, people bought season tickets.
Yeah.
Like season tickets.
Yeah.
And then when they
Yeah.
bought season tickets, VIP season tickets,
Yeah.
then some of our vendors bought season vendor, placement.
Right.
They did
right.
all that. And me and Kimberly sit back and we be like, man,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this is really. And then we got like you bless us to come to the stage. We got comedians from all over the United States. Matter of fact, we had the last show we did. He didn't bless the stage, but we had the president of the CCA was there,
Wow.
the ventriloquist.
Wow.
He was at the. He was astonished. He was like, whoa, because we tell people. It's one thing to see it, but once you get in, just like your room, I tell people when I came the very first time I came perform at First Sunday, and then to be 3 or 4 other times, man,
Mhm.
that's one of the best rooms to ever be in because it's free. Like, because a lot of us, when we talk about the wars and the scars we have had on this
Yeah.
journey, you
Yeah.
30 plus years, I'm 20 plus years, and it's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm just now really like seeing reaping the fruit of my labor.
Yeah.
When we talk
yeah.
about doing comedy, I just spent way more money than I did gain because I remember flying out to LA and one of the guys was a Moesha writer, and I'm like, this is it.
Mhm.
Man, I go out there with 7 people, man. That's including me and him.
5 more people.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So you got your flyer out. I'm going to LA, but I sure wasn't showing no pictures of the crowd.
But what you're talking about is
we just
process.
gonna keep it as
Yeah. But
yes.
I remember years ago, and we actually preparing now to re-release it. Years ago, we did this documentary called No Joke, and it was an 1.5-hour documentary on stand-up comedians. This is pre-Christ. It wasn't a Christian comedy documentary, but it was a stand-up comedy documentary. And there's this one scene where I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. It's probably like 1998, and I'm on stage at the Comedy Zone. Back then, they had a Comedy Zone downtown in Charleston, like upstairs in this. They had a comedy club on top of a restaurant, and
Right.
I'm literally in front of there's like 6 people in the audience on that. They did like 2 shows, and sometimes when you have a comedy club, a lot of times if you're not either strong in the market yet, or if the club is not strong in the market yet, that first show might be great or okay, and that second show might be like, God, dog, and it's like, hey,
Yeah.
and I remember one of the comedians like, so what we gonna do? We gonna do a show. I don't care how many
Yeah.
people in the room. We're gonna do the show, and on the film, you see me say, man, we could have did this in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I sold out the bathroom in Charleston, South Carolina, and everybody laughed. But I remember that, and then fast forward a few years, I'm on the Quiet of Fire tour, and I'm literally in front of 14,000 people. it is a whole different experience when you hear 14,000 people laugh. And I said all that to say it's like peaks and valleys, it's ups and downs, is in journey, is in downs in this journey, and you got to take it all. And you're right. There are some nights where you sowing and you are sowing much more than you are reaping yet. But if you continue on what you're building, what y'all are building there, it's just not about being funny or not just shows. You're building a legacy. You're building a foundation. And that's the difference right now. Whereas with what y'all all are doing and what we're doing with this partnership, man, I'm excited. I'm legitimately excited about, and we'll talk a little bit about this, but about what's to come. But again, man, I appreciate y'all for what y'all are doing and bringing this thing to light. So, and shout out to everybody who's already buying tickets. And it's going to be a packed house tomorrow night. And of course, packed house with comedians as well.
Right. Amen. And that's the thing when we got in this, even how we linked up with you guys, I knew you since 2012, as far as when I was on Search for the One. And that's the thing, even with that, like, I look at Anton Scott, I look at Nikita B. I know we had Shropshire, he didn't make it to the finals, but he was one of the ones leading up to the finals. You look at these individuals, I mean, they are doing amazing things, and I was just happened to be sitting at the same table with some of them. And when I got in there, I knew I wasn't winning, but I became a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there laughing as, some comedians looking at me like, why are you laughing? I'm like, because it's funny.
Yeah.
But I learned so much because you even did like a seminar leading up to that day. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget you asked me, why do I want to do comedy? And I said, at that time, I'm only doing comedy because I want my children to know that they can do whatever they want to do. They can follow their dreams. Yeah. My whole goal of even doing comedy, just to show my children when they're at a younger age, so then they could travel with me. Like I would have my oldest son, Jared. He would be my armor bearer when we would go to Ohio. Yeah. So he actually had to see. He seen how I prepared. He seen how when we got to the hotel, people had gift bags and then he had his own gift bag. Mm-hmm. So wow. I'm thinking about now that I never thought about that until I got on here with you, but I'm thinking about the process. And now even my children in Indianapolis, they look like they got the mark of Donald Martin on them. Yeah. So when people see them in the street, they be like, "Oh, you for shows, Daddy, you this," and then or they have finished the sentence. My dad, he's a comedian. Yeah. Or they already finished it. So when I look back on it, it has evolved. Like now, it's to the point of just to serve. Because when we was on there, I knew I wasn't gonna win, but man, and going back to like, I was nervous. I was scared. I was like, man, I ain't never performed in front of this many people. And then I'm from up north, y'all. As the down south people say, I'm from up top. Like I'm saying jokes, y'all. Them jokes was hidden in Indiana. When I came down to South Carolina, they weren't hidden. I'm like, but I learned from that. Yeah. That you got to pay attention to your audience. Yeah. You got to maybe do a little bit more research of the city or the region that you're in. Yeah. You got to just be you. You got to tell, like now when I get on stage, I'm telling people about Donald Martin. Yeah. That's easy to do. It's easy to tell people about me and my mama and my marriage and about my children. I can talk about it all day. So that to be able to serve that, like, we just doing this, man, just first of all for glory of God. Yeah. Second of all, it's literally to create a platform for other believers where they won't be tempted to compromise. Yeah. I mean, because go ahead.
And let me jump in there because you said something key right there, creating a platform for other believers, other comedians. And it's one thing I want to highlight with you. You and Kimberly said to Eunice and I I guess now that would have been 2023. 2023 when y'all came to the tour stop. Was that
2024.
2024?
It seems like it's been longer than that, but it's been 2024.
Okay, so that was 2024. Y'all came, we saw y'all earlier, and then you say, "Hey man, we coming to the Atlanta tour stop," and you said, "Hey, Dr. Kerwin Lee, we were in Stone Mountain, Georgia. You said we coming to the show, and you said, "Hey, we just coming to serve," right? And and I probably wouldn't say this normally publicly, but I'm gonna say it publicly here. A lot of times when people say they coming to serve, they really coming to be put on. Right. And it's like, but y'all heart was legitimate. Like, we here to serve. And man, we recognize that about you and Kimberly immediately. When y'all came to Columbia, we recognized that again. My point is y'all did exactly what y'all said y'all were going to do. And what I appreciate about you is a lot of comedians. One thing I love is to not be a hater. That's one of the biggest, like, and when I see somebody winning, I share folks' posts, and when I see people stuff happen, when people life, I'm a smile immediately comes on my face, whether I know that person or not. Whether I saw a comedian just the other day. This brother was on an event that I was on. I don't really know him personally, but he was in a movie. She was showing behind the scenes on a movie. I was like, that is so dope that this brother is getting this opportunity, and he was taking everybody behind the scenes that he was getting ready to shoot this film. Man, I love the fact of not being a hater and being able to enjoy and celebrate other people. And I appreciate that about you as well, because you're one of those comedians, like you said, you're in the final round of a competition, and you are laughing, supporting, celebrating other people, and I think that's of huge value. And I think a lot of times when you learn, whether you have to learn to be that or that's naturally a part of you, man, it makes life and it makes this journey, even this comedy journey, a whole lot sweeter and a whole lot better.
Amen. And that's the truth, because now my wife says to me all the time, like, serve the people. Like, before I get up, before anything, it's still a ministry. So serving, I just learned, bro, like Jesus told the disciples, he said, if you want to be great, serve. So my life is simple now. Yeah. It's so simple. Like, I don't complicate the gospel. Yeah. It's literally, where can I serve? Like, because at the end of the day, man, I'm not looking, we are no strings attached kind of people. We just looking, how can we help advance the kingdom? Yeah. And advance kingdom people. Yeah. And when people look at it, they look at it like, I know it had to be a little bit like scary for y'all. Like, what? Like, you know how many times in your position you didn't heard people say, I'm down with you, until you don't do what they want you to do. Yeah. Then it becomes like, man, he this, that, and the other. And you genuinely, and this is the thing, I trust the God in you. I trust the God in your wife. Wow. So whatever decisions you make is the decision you have to make. And wherever I come into the fold, or we come into the fold, like this Search for the One, y'all brought this to us. We was gonna come to one of them no matter what, if our schedule was allow us to. Wow. But to be brought in, and people say, well, how did you get there? Whatever. I said, we just serve. Like, it's simple for us. And I had a brother that was like, man, I see you growing, I see you moving forward, I see you, man, you aspiring. What have you done? What you doing different? I said, first of all, I surrendered to the Lord totally. And then I just started serving. Like, this is way bigger than what is way bigger. So for me, I can't hate on nobody. Wow. Because God told me this. He told me, no man can get you where I want you. And I'm like, so I want to encourage comedians out there that's opening up for these major comedians to think that they're going to get you And so you feel like you got to do a certain thing to get, on that scene and to be known and to be
Right.
recognized. Man, serve. God gonna put you in the right position.
Yep.
So he get the glory, because man, when people hear my story, they be like, man, how did you get here? And then even like you taught me about 3 Deep. I've been doing comedy for a long time, but you was like, hey, I need you to go 3 Deep. Like you call me in the morning. I like that joke, but you need to go 3 Deep. I said, okay, let me go 3 Deep on it.
Yeah.
I didn't have no clue what 3 Deep was, but guess what I'm doing now? I'm the very thing that you taught me, I'm teaching others.
Wow.
Because I can't put into that information just for me. I'm teaching others so they could be they can flourish in this comedy game. That's why I'm excited about Search for the One. I got some guys that I know personally that is going to be on the event on Thursday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a big brother or a father, because these are cats that I done shared some things with. So now I get to sit back and see them shine.
Yeah.
Because that's at the day, man, it's many members, but it's still one body.
It's still one body. You said something so key right there. You talk about serving. And this is what I need comedians to understand. A comic, this probably has been about 7 years, maybe 8 years. And this comedian hit me. We was backstage at an event, and he was like, and one of the ladies came back and she said, you want to eat? And I said, sometimes I eat, sometimes I don't eat. And then he was like, man, you eat before a show? I said, really, to be honest with you, I said, depending on what suit I got on and what my weight is. If my weight is a little heavier, I ain't eating before a show because I probably ain't got no room in this jacket. I said, if it's just if I'm pretty decent and I'm 10 pounds, 15 pounds down, because I fluctuate, y'all. If I'm 10, 15 pounds down, I go and eat before a show. They're like, man, how you do that? And they're like, you don't get nervous? And I'm like, nervous? Nah. And here's why. Because what changed for me, people say, do you ever have a bad set? I don't have a bad set. The reason why I don't have a bad set because of what you said. Years ago, I learned to not walk into a room and say, God, make me funny tonight, or I want to have the best set of my life tonight. And which I do. I want to have that. But I say, God, what do I need? What do you want me to give to these people in this room tonight? This room, this show, maybe it may be different on the first show. It may be different than last night. What do you want me to deliver to these people here on tonight? And man, when I shifted that, everything changed. My writing ability changed. The outcomes, the level of comedic value, funny if you want to call it that, it changed because it stopped being just about me getting laughter from the audience, and it turned into how can I serve this audience through laughter, and then from that point, it's up to God to make me funny. It's up to God to anoint me. Yeah. It's up to God to direct me, give me ideas. Now you got to do the practical. You got to prepare. You have to do the work in terms of preparing for your process, but the power that comes from Him. And I think that's a game changer. When you shift that in terms of your perspective and your focus, and I challenge anybody to do that. You change and shift that, whether it's, if you say, hey, it ain't about me getting on with this particular comedian, it's about how can I serve? And if I've been given an opportunity, God, what do you want me to receive from this particular opportunity, from this particular comedian? There's one particular guy told me some years ago. It was a guy who actually was a hip hop artist, and he was like, "Hey man," he said, "I could two name." We at the time, and I don't want to give it away. We went to church together. So for clarity, he doesn't go to church anymore. So I'm just saying that for anybody watching, right? And it's not for any nefarious reason. He just moved to another city. But I never forget. He came from me, Don. He said, man, Akintunde, man. He said, man, you need to come on the road. Let me come on the road with you. Let me do something, open up some of your shows. I said, okay. And I was like, because it wasn't like, hey, could I, what's the process? It was like, man, you need to come on. Let me open up some of the shows. I said, okay. I said, well, I said, man, I said, I don't know about opening up immediately, but I tell you what you can do. I said, you can come out and you can help me work the table. So he was like, work the table? He was like, man, I'm trying to open up. I said, okay. I said, well, you can start. We'll come down and help us work the table, T-shirts and DVDs. He's like, oh man, you trying to play me, Akintunde? I thought we were better than that. And I'm like, I said, let me know what you think. He never, he would only, every time I would see him, he would say, man, Akintunde tried to play me, man. I told him I want to open up for him, going to roll with me. He tried to play me, man. And talking about working the table. I never corrected him. I never said anything. But he didn't understand. His response to that told me, you don't want to give, sow, or serve. You only are here for fruits. You're only here to extract. And he didn't realize the value of what happens in serving, the value of what happens when you come out and just seek to add value and be in the room, as opposed to just to let me see what I can get. And again, that's you and Kimberly, People Rich.
Amen.
That's y'all mindset. That's how we grew our relationship past just comedians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it would behoove a lot of comedians to understand that in that whole process. Before I kick it back over to you, Donald, let me say a huge shout out to comedian, my man, Mr. Q. Let me go back up and see. I saw him pop up a little Mr. Q, Texas in the house. Comedian, playwright, doing his thing, has been doing it for a very long time. Love the growth. Bro, I see you out there. And happy birthday. He either got a birthday coming up similar to yours, Donald, or he just had a birthday. What's up, bro? How you doing, sir? Good to see you in the building. I saw comedian Stefan Rakit was in the room just a little bit. Stefan talking about you got that Luther Vandross weight spirit. Stefan, another search for the one alumni who came in second place. I think that was 2011, the year that Rod Z won. And him and Rod, and even though he didn't come in the first place, he crushed it. Stefan is hilarious. You can see him right now on Joke Farm. If you download the Joke Farm app, you can catch him right now. But Stefan, he came in second place, and we all, me, Stefan, Razi, Unissa, and somebody else, we all went to Barbados. We had and that year, the winner got a trip to Barbados, and Stefan was able to go as well. So shout out to comedian Stefan Rakit. But again, y'all, if y'all just tuning in, you watching, that brother next to me is Donald Martin. You see his name right there on the screen. Hilarious comedian. He's a pastor, a minister as well. He's a producer as well. Him and his wife have a company called People Rich. The reason why Donald can easily be called a pastor, and I've been telling him, Donald, what's something just by every time I see you, what's that main question I keep asking you about?
Are you talking about like acting? Or,
yes.
Or like I can act, like even in improv. And this is the crazy thing, like.
Before you answer that, hold on. Let me tell you why I say that. So Donald Martin, I got a couple. He don't even know this. I got a couple of projects where I've already mentally cast Donald in, right? So every time I see Donald, I say, "Hey man, you start taking them acting lessons yet?"
Yeah, I took some. Like I took some already, but I took some not too long ago. I'm ready, man. Like, and then my wife is an actress, so
right.
That's the thing too. Like, so I can go to her, and she gonna be critical, like but she gonna get it right.
She'll get you right.
Get me right because she's been in theater, and she done a lot of things, commercials. She's on billboards and all like that. So I'm blessed to have someone that God done blessed me with, where I have in-house too. Like, so
That's phenomenal. But Donald is gonna be
yeah,
Donald's gonna play a pastor and on somebody call sheet. You gonna look on somebody call sheet, it's gonna say Pastor such and such played by Donald Martin. He gonna be
I'm looking forward.
you got the voice. You got the pastoral voice. Like you got the voice that every pastor wants.
That's what that's funny you say that, because people be like, they'll be in aisle number 8 and they hear me talking, and they'll come over to aisle number 9 and be like, man, I knew that was you, your voice. You just got a distinctive voice. So I'm even learning, because you told me about that. You said start using your voice more. Like you have a voice that needs to be heard. You told me that. And so now I don't take it lightly. That's why I'm working, even in my vocabulary, I'm working on that and reading more, and just being more conscious of my vocabulary so I can be more productive in my speech and productive in my communication. That's another thing comedians need to understand. Sometimes you can be funny, but how is the projection of your voice? How are you putting words together? Is that really making sense? Because sometimes what comedians do too, they so used to doing comedy for the people that look like them.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we even dumb down our speech because we thinking they look like us, that they don't have different type of speech.
Yeah.
Because it's different type of culture. So that's a whole nother thing too. Comedians need to be diverse. They need to be where you can go in different rooms. You can't, I can do any room, whether it's a hood show and still keep it clean, or versus where it's someone that's a lot lighter than me.
Yeah.
Because that is the thing. So when we're talking about serving, it's literally, I think mine came in August of last year. There's a show down in Georgia where it was August of last year, Georgia, where actually Martin Luther King preached like his first sermon. It was a historical black town, Southern Atlanta. I was okay. But I was trying to do too much. And Kimberly looking over there like, yeah. And they looking over there like, yeah. And I got off stage and people still was like, man, that was good. It was funny. And Kimberly was confused. I was confused. And then that day I was like, you know what? And we was writing down, we was listening to a podcast, Myron Golden.
Yeah, Myron Golden. Yeah.
Powerful. And he said on there, he said, you become effective basically when you learn that you're there to serve the people that are in front of you.
Yeah.
Boom. So then we had to drive down. So now Kimberly like, oh, okay. Then I got to do another show at a family reunion in Indianapolis. So I do one show where I was like, and then the second show, now she looking like, man, I hope he got it. I hope he got it.
Wow.
And rocked it.
Wow.
I rocked it because I said, I'm coming to serve the people.
Yeah.
And
that's amazing, that perspective.
Because now it's not about being nervous. Like when I go to certain places, I can feel the energy or whatever at certain places.
Yeah.
So then I'll be like, okay, God, what do you want me to say? Like, we got to go to Dayton, Ohio on Saturday at a church. So I already been praying about, God, what do you want to say?
Yeah.
I even ask God, I'll be like, what's your favorite jokes?
Yeah.
Tell me what, like, because I at this point, I feel like I believe I'm performing in front of the kingdom, in front of heaven. The angels are cracking up at me. Like, Jesus, like, that's my dude.
Yeah.
And the Holy Spirit be like, I gave him that joke, Father. I gave him that joke. So
I love that. No, that's great perspective. Because you're like you say, you got Dayton this weekend, and you're approaching that as not as, oh, I gotta go in there and tear it up. No, I gotta go in there and serve the people. Man, anybody who is listening, I would highly suggest that you go and at least follow Myron Golden over on YouTube. Man, I love his content. That brother there
Mhm.
is game changer perspective. He has really blessed me. I watch a lot of his stuff and consume a lot of his content. Myron Golden, check him out. If you know you see
And
him
my
because he got
wife,
a silver beard.
yeah, my wife hooked me up with him like from books to like my wife listened to a lot of podcasts, and that was one of the very first ones we got together. That was one of the very
Wow.
first gentlemen I listened to. I ain't paid my light bill, but it's back on. Yeah, you see how the Lord just be moving, and I do want to say this, like
Hilarious.
even in even in comedy, man, the Lord is so amazing when it comes to what He does through me.
Yeah.
It's times when I'm doing comedy and He'll switch it up on me to ministry, where I
Yeah.
go from ha 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 to, oh, now you want me to preach.
Yeah.
Now you want me to say this. And that's the thing I think a lot of comedians, especially our believers, our Christian comedians, need to understand. This is ministry.
Yeah.
This is we don't just get up and say, oh, we gotta tell some jokes, man. Because we understand we're just as effective in the kingdom. We're just doing it in a different way, but we
Yeah.
still effective.
Still effective.
And
It's still
people come up,
ministry.
yeah, still mention. People come up to me and be like, man, you know what? I need to give I need to go to church more. I need to,
Yep.
man, I feel convicted. I feel like I need to do more for the Lord. And I'll be like, yeah,
Wow.
that's because one thing about doing comedy and ministry in general, you could be talking about the light, but the Holy Spirit convict them about the light bulb. You can
Yeah.
be talking about the light, then he's saying you need to work on the light bulb so the light can work.
Wow.
That's what the Holy Spirit does. So when we operating in ministry and doing these things, it becomes, I give me what to say, and then I trust and obey what you tell me to say, that it will move accordingly on
Right.
how it needs to be done at this particular time.
Bro, you said a mouthful right there. Listen to that brother on that screen right there. That's comedian Donald Martin, comedian, minister, producer, and is one of the brothers who is, I believe, leading a charge in that Midwest region. If you look at how many comedians are coming from all over, particularly in that Midwest region, I'm talking about some solid. I'm talking about Ohio, Michigan,
LA,
Indiana. Like I'm talking about, it's a lot of heavy hitters coming in for this round tomorrow night.
Houston,
And bruh, Houston, right? Comedian, like coming, flying in,
Nashville.
driving in, and man, listen, that is a testament to y'all's leadership in that region for what you're doing, and man, I just commend you, and I think think about it. I love being a part of people's journey, and look at what y'all are doing. How somebody from these potentially at a minimum 4, potentially 5 people could move on to the final round from the Indianapolis round. And that is because of you and Kimberly's faithfulness. That is because you and Kimberly driving to Atlanta in 2024, which all of this is connected in what leads us having this round in Indianapolis at the District Theater tomorrow night. If you have not gotten your tickets yet, go ahead and do so. Log on to searchfortheone.com. That's searchfortheone.com and go ahead and get your tickets. Thanks to everybody who have. But just think about that, Donald. Think about how many comedians y'all are touching, y'all are serving, y'all are opening the door for just by doing what y'all are doing, being faithful, seeking to serve, seeking to help, not just seeking to be funny, not just seeking to make money.
And that's the thing, though. Like even with you, like when I tell people a story in 2012,
Right.
like I remember driving down. I normally don't listen to the radio. You was on the Time Joyner morning show,
Right.
and they was interviewing you, and you said, "I'm gonna be in Chicago."
Yeah.
Now I got family in Chicago, but we don't normally. And you was in the west side of Chicago.
Right.
You don't go on. side of Chicago. If you ain't from the west side of Chicago, you don't go. Like it's crazy on. Like you don't go over there. And I mean, I'm driving around. I called off of work and told my boss I ain't gonna be there. And then remember, the church was an African church.
Yeah.
It was an African church. And I'm like, man, I don't know no African, but my whole set was about the Lion King. 'Cause that's about all I knew that they were understanding about the Lion King. I didn't even win that. Because the gentleman that was there, lights went out. All right. The devil is alive.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh no. All right. So the Lord is speaking. The Lord is speaking mightily.
Eunice would say, because she already told me to keep it tight. So Eunice would say that's the cue to go ahead and wrap up. But no, this is a good conversation.
Okay.
We ain't gonna be long, but this is a good conversation. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
No. So I didn't even win, but you did. I was the wild card.
Yeah,
but this
yeah.
is the thing comedians need to understand too. Like this search for the one, it's also networking.
Yeah.
Because you may not get on for the finals, but you can connect with another comedian that has a platform or has an area, and y'all link up and you're like, bro, hey man, I would love for you to come to Nashville. I love for you to come to Houston. I would love for you to do these things. But I do want to share, as we, because I know we got to tighten it up in a minute. I do want to share. Don't go looking for anything. Like when I go places now, I don't care who I open up for. I open up for a lot of people, but I don't go in there with the attitude, this is it. Because what God is showing with me, he says, stop. When I tell you what I'm going to do in your life, stop putting a time on it. Like Abram and Sarah. Like when he told them the promise, they didn't try to help. Operate in time. When I tell you something, just trust, believe, but it's not going to be in your time in Donald Martin. So like even in this, when we started People Rich, our goal was just to do shows. It was just to have so people in the city of Anderson, we could do shows. But look what God has done. He involved it. When y'all came to Fort Wayne, we were serving y'all in Fort Wayne. My wife was fanning your wife. Atlanta. Like we just like, what can we do without thinking, if we serve Akatunde and Yanissa, they're gonna take us on the road with them. We're like, man, listen, we ain't doing this to be on nobody's road. Whatever comes to pass, we good with it. And I share with this is the thing I share, because I want comedians to know this. We don't serve because Akatunde may have another comedian that God places on his heart to use. It may not be Donald Martin, but I know we did our part. It may not be People Rich or Kimberly, but we're not doing this for just Akatunde and this. We're doing this for the kingdom. And these are kingdom people we're serving. And people wonder why I stay booked. I ain't staying booked because I'm the funniest. God just has a plan. He wants my voice to be in certain regions. Okay.
But to be clear, being funny is part of the process. So the brother is funny. When you book Donald Martin, when you bring Donald Martin to your city, he gonna do a great job. And speaking of doing a great job,
I clean the bathroom.
Praise the Lord. Come on now. Hey, but
it depends
I think
on what bathroom. If it's a Baptist church,
boy, you are ignorant. Shout out to all my Baptist family. He Baptist, so
I grew up Baptist.
Y'all, listen. Donald is about to celebrate being 50 years old. And that when is the date for the birthday comedy show?
October 12th, next Sunday.
Awesome.
October 12th.
Awesome.
Yep.
So October 12th. So that's literally like right at about 9 days after
Correct.
the round tomorrow night. And what I'm gonna do is anybody who gets a ticket for the Search for the One, I'm gonna bless you with a half off ticket for the show. When you get a ticket, when you buy a ticket for Donald's birthday show, I'm gonna hook you up and bless you with a half off discount for
thank you so much
for the show, y'all. And listen, I let me get my code. Unissa, send me my code if you're listening. I got a code for that. I'll tell you just a little bit what that is. Let me do this real quick, Donna. A huge shout out to Kimberly Martin. I'm sorry, Kimberly Morgan. Kimberly Hope Morgan is in the building. What's up, sis? How you doing? Huge shout out to Marion Motley, Rialto, California is in the building. Sister Marion. And let me just shout out Kimberly and Sister Marion. Just not the only one by no stretch of the word. So let me say that before I want to get in trouble. But let me just shout out Kimberly and Sister Marion, because those are two sisters who have supported Joke Farm, Ox Show, Search for the One, First Sundays. I'm talking about to the highest level, consistently shows love. And Sister Marion could literally run the live stream because she drops so much good information, adds value. Even when I miss something, she might correct something, drops the website in. A lot of people get casual when people support them like that. I'm just saying I don't. I do not. And I just appreciate them two sisters right there. As do many people. To be clear, I don't want to get in trouble. Somebody like, well, I come to your little shows, so you support. I'm just for hey, I done been caught up like that. Somebody like, well, you ain't never gave. No, I'm just saying. I just want to give them two a huge shout out. Okay, so Kimberly said they got to buy the ticket on searchfortheone.com. Then we will give them the discount code for the birthday comedy show. All right. So y'all, when y'all get y'all tickets, like for the Search for the One, go to searchfortheone.com and get your tickets. That's for tomorrow night, Thursday night, or Friday night. I got a discount special offer for you to get you half off the ticket for the show coming up to celebrate Donald's 50th birthday. Donald, you're crossing over into a wonderful territory, bro. You're coming into these 50s, sir. Welcome on in, baby.
You 59? You 59? Are you 59?
I'm 53. I'm in my first 50 trimester. Okay.
Oh, you was. So when I was going into high school, you was coming out of high school.
I was graduating.
Basically.
I was graduating.
You graduated 91?
I graduated 90. Yeah. I was supposed to graduate 89. I got left back in 8th grade. That's a whole other conversation right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I got left back in kindergarten. I couldn't scribble, so yeah, I guess.
You got Jaleel over there cracking up. Hey, let me tell you something.
I couldn't.
See, hold on. This some new material right here, because we from a generation where them jokers will leave you back. And let me tell you something. Today, your kid got to work hard to get left back in another grade. If you get left back in 2025, it's because you want to get left back. Let me tell you something.
But this is the thing. I learned that when e-learning, and I found out how smart challenge my children were. And I was like, how did they get from 7th to 8th grade? He don't even know that.
Boy, you stupid.
10 like carry the one. And you don't let him he made straight honor roll. He made straight honor roll, and he don't even know how to carry the one. I'm like, yeah, y'all just pushing people through. Y'all just pushing. So I told him, I said, listen, son, forget school. Let's go get a lawnmower. And just Yes,
Hey, let me
cut
tell you
some
something.
grass.
Let me tell y'all something. Don't sleep on skills. Let me say.
I know.
Hey,
I know.
let me tell y'all something.
I
There's a
said,
lot of people out here winning with that lawnmower. I'm telling you right now. It's
yeah.
hey, shout out to the landscape
Real,
artists and the plumbers out there and the brick masons. Hey, real talk. Back in the day, Uncle such and such or Daddy this, Joe couldn't read worth the dog. Hey, but brought 6 houses, laying bricks and laying cement.
I had an uncle, rest his soul. He had education, but he built a car and it went backwards, and he could only drive backwards. He would.
Your uncle should have been an engineer. The educational system failed
He
your uncle.
driving backwards in the city of Chicago.
Wow.
Rest his soul. But like you said, and now, yeah, man. But we excited, bro. We can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all leaving out soon, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or y'all
We'll be
flying?
there. We are driving in. Me, Eunice, and Jaleel are driving in, so we will be in the
Jaleel
city.
coming.
Jaleel is
Nephew
coming.
Ah.
Yeah. Jaleel is coming. Jaleel is coming. Hey, Jaleel is how we when y'all see the pictures and all the videos that's coming from these rounds. That's Jaleel and the partners in the different cities. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to the Birmingham round, Columbia, of course. That's our home base. And then again, shout out to you and Kimberly on the ground in Indianapolis. People rich, man. Let me tell you something. But Jaleel's gonna be with us tomorrow. And we'll have some great footage from all of the rounds. And of course, the big production happens on October the 25th, final round. Searchforthe1.com. That's searchforthe1.com. Get your tickets for Orangeburg, South Carolina. Of course, round 6 is Columbia, South Carolina. This first Sunday, round 4 and 5. This tomorrow night, Thursday, October the 2nd. And Friday, October 3rd. That is Indianapolis District Theater. Again, y'all,
doors open like 6:30, like 6 o'clock. Doors open.
Awesome.
Show starts at 7, and this is the thing. Like, as y'all come out and vote. Also, if we people don't hear that, maybe you from Cali. I ain't saying no names like Kimberly Morgan, and I ain't saying no names, but maybe you want to donate some tickets.
Yeah.
Like we had a gentleman. Yeah. We had a gentleman that donated. He donated 4 tickets.
Wow.
So
come on now.
You not coming, but you want to be a blessing. The Lord is speaking on your heart right now.
Come on.
Give.
Hey, speaking of that.
That's me using my voice.
That's using your voice.
The Lord bless.
Speaking of that, though, shout out to the My Church channel, the My Church Network. Pastor Lewis Tucker donated 20 tickets into the final round in Orangeburg that we'll be giving out. Man. That we'll be being that we're going to be a blessing to people. Again, that is some of them we gave out for the second round 2 in Columbia, and some of them another block we'll give out for Orangeburg. But I sell to say, man, there's so many different ways that you can support by, just like you said, going on the website, just donating a block of tickets in a particular round.
It's only $15.
Yeah, come on, tomorrow night.
It's only like to think about it. $15. You got 8 comedians. That's $1.62 per comedian. $1.62 per comedian. Like you paying like you can't even. Yeah, $1.62 per comedian. What more can you not for $1.62 to hear a funny comedian? Come on now.
Come on,
bro.
You can't pay for parking. You can't get parking for that. In Atlanta, Georgia, you'll be stuck in a parking lot if you ain't got $15 to get out. All right, so
you ain't $15. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. But I know wifey just came in and she told me that your wife telling us we better hurry up.
Eunice came down here and gave me the wrap up sign. But this some good conversation. But we are wrapping up again, y'all. If you just passing by,
we gotta do this more often. Like when you get a chance, check your schedule. You want me to come on to be a guest? But what I'll do is I will make sure I still run your table. I'll make sure that I still make sure you got your water, make sure you got the towel, make sure I laugh at every joke you say when I'm in your presence. I just don't want to be on your show, man.
Man, come on, let's get it done. You're right. You're right. You cutting up, but you right in that we do have to do this more often because I will say this going back to something you said as we wrap up again. And this is again, if you just passing by, just scrolling by, that's the comedian Donald Fashoe Martin. And tomorrow night he will be on stage along with me in Indianapolis, Indiana for rounds 4 and round 5 for the Search for the One stand-up comedy showcase competition talent search. In Indianapolis, Indiana, the District Theater. If you have not gotten your tickets, go ahead and do so. Log on to searchfortheone.com, scroll down and click that link for Indianapolis, Indiana. It'll take you right to the District Theater's page. Go ahead and get your tickets. If you have not gotten your tickets for round 6 in Columbia, South Carolina, that's coming up this Sunday, go ahead and get your tickets right now. Between those 3 rounds, Thursday night, Friday night, and then the Columbia round, it's about 40 comedians. So I think it's about 38 or something like that.
Yeah.
Because we got a great block of comedians for Sunday, and then you got Friday, and then you got Thursday. Shout out to my sister Kathy Westfield, who had to pull out because of some medical issues. But I don't know if I should say that publicly. I guess I just did. But
we'll pray for her.
Yeah, we pray for her. Hilarious sister, funny as all get out. But I said I want to go back to something you said earlier. You was talking about really being so focused on I got to get this, and this is my moment. And if I don't do good here, or if I don't do good here, this is gonna ruin everything. Or if I do good here, this is gonna set up everything. Let me tell y'all something. God can utilize any process, any person, any door that he wants to. And I will say this to you. Let God get all the glory. And you give him all the glory. You thank him for the opportunity, but don't put too much weight on nothing that you're doing. Because when you do that, you open the door for the enemy. What you really need to do is be settled and go through the process and thank God for the whole process. The reason why I say that is because I mentioned this before. Bay Area Comedy Competition 2000. I made it through 2 rounds simply because I was calm, rested, and I was not stressed or pressured about winning. I came in simply because my manager at the time suggested that I do Bay Area. And I said, I'll go ahead and do it. And when I did the competition, first round, sweatless. I go in and I'm like, all right. And everybody's kind of like nervous backstage. I go on, boom. I said, whoa. I said, okay. I come over, everybody like, dog. I said, hey, praise God, and make it to the semifinals. Get the semifinal round, same thing. I'm coming in with no, inhibitions, no, no, I'm not overly ambitious about anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come in and do my thing and I'm gonna keep it moving. Second round, bam. Then what happens? Now I start getting some buzz. Now my manager like, yo, man, I heard what happened because he didn't go to the final because I was like, I'm gonna go do it. He didn't even go. That final round, oh man, now I got all this pressure on myself. Now I'm thinking about this. Now I'm spinning. I got to go to Atlanta to get the perfect suit. I got to have the right suit and I got to have the right shoes. And then when I get out there, I got to work on my set. So that night, as opposed to going to bed, I'm up all night going back over jokes and restructuring my set and going back over this joke. Now these jokes I done told before. Okay. I'm like, I got to change this up right here. I got to do that. Bruh, I go in that final round and out of 10 comedians, I came in number 8. And the reason why I came in number 8, although, quote unquote, if you let everybody else tell it, even my manager at the time, oh man, you about to go ahead and win it. Everybody's saying you gonna win. That ain't had, look, let me tell you, what everybody said and what God said and what actually happened, that wasn't the case. And the real reason why that happened, and you mentioned this, Donald, is because I overthought the process. So what I'm saying is to any comedian, whether you in the Indianapolis round, whether you are in the either night, Thursday or Friday night, whether you in the first Sunday's round, come up this Sunday in Columbia, South Carolina. Just enjoy the process. Like Donald said, enjoy the camaraderie, enjoy the networking, enjoy the opportunities that are there. I think about all the different people who have come through First Search for the One, like you mentioned earlier, Nikita B, Tim Schropp, Alton Walker, Yvonne Orgy, Mark Gregory. I mean, I could go
Larry.
Mike Larry, Antoine Scott, hilarious comedians. Again, I'm talking about the Brights, Richard and Sherry Bright. I'm talking
Mark
about
Henderson.
Mark Henderson. Man, I'm talking about some room wreckers, right? And the whole process was, man, just have a good time, relax. You never know what's gonna come. I don't know what all God is doing. And if I told you some of the stuff that's going on right now, that's happening right now in the moment, all I'm saying is relax, have a good time, enjoy the camaraderie, showcase, and we all gonna sit back and let God do what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So just I said all that to say, man, literally, relax, enjoy yourself. But it's happening tomorrow night. It is rounds 4 and 5 for the Search for the One stand-up comedy competition showcase talent searcher. And my brother right there, Donald Martin, will be on stage with me. He is one of the producers of the event. His lovely wife, Kimberly, is in the comments, and she's this is gonna get y'all.
So listen, I do have a public service announcement. So make sure you get your dog and cat neutered.
What's wrong with this joke? What's wrong? This joke is pull a Bob Barker. Some of y'all dogs do need to be neutered, though. Some of y'all dogs do need to be neutered.
I just know that who are dog lovers and cat lovers, I hear.
That's so funny you mentioned it. Somebody last night was just telling, who was I talking to? Somebody last night was just telling me about somebody like getting a dog and the dog was humping their leg. And he was like, oh, I realized the dog wasn't neutered yet. So yeah, somebody go and get your dog neutered. If you go in a place, you hear your dog like, and you in public, you like, stop it, Alex. First of all, you ain't got no business with no dog with no man named Alex. Alex, stop that. Get away from there. Get off that pillow. Don't do that, Alex. You done took Alex to church. Stop that, get out past his leg. Alex.
Hey, you just heard a new joke from Akatunde into the midnight hour.
No, I don't. Hey, me and Donna got to figure out who. Like, here's what happened when you in a set like this, so pretty much you put this is how jokes work. You came up with the premise because you like, hey,
yeah, thank you,
and then so either. This how the writers' room happens. It's like this how good jokes are born, and it's like, okay, is Donald gonna take this joke or is I gonna take this joke? Hey, listen, we talk about that offline. But all I know,
See, you sound good saying that.
Alex.
See, that's not a joke. That's an Akatunde joke. Like me, I'm gonna talk about your mama. You can talk about the dogs and the cats. But that's the thing too. Funny. Our community need to understand is the opportunities to have sessions like this.
Yeah.
Like, where we can be in a writing room.
Yeah.
And that's where the not haters come in because no one's afraid to be able to build another person's joke.
Come on.
Another person is not afraid to allow somebody to help build a joke.
Come on. That right there is a whole podcast right
That's
there.
A whole nother. Because we'll be
because a lot of comedians, but a lot of comedians don't understand how to get into a room and build. But not just, hey man, let me come get some of them shows with you. Or hey man, you got somebody you can get me with this agency. No, sometimes it's just get in the room and have a camaraderie and putting together jokes. And let's build out that joke right there. Oh, when you said this right here. Like I love when I go someplace and you've done this. A comedian, you walk up to you after you finish the show. Hey man, when you said this right here, bam, bam, bam. Hey, when you do this right here, you should do this. Bruh, that is the best stuff. But that's what good comedians do when we get around each other. My man, my sister Kimberly Hope is stupid. She talking about Kingston was fixed at 6 months. That's Kimberly's dog. So I guess Kingston was getting on people, and she had to get it.
You see how that just opened up about being like that's the art of comedy.
Yeah.
That we can bring up one situation, one
situation. Yeah.
And it turns into a whole book.
A whole runner. Like today, I did a video. I recorded today. Like on the way back to the house, I paused in the parking lot and wrote like 2-3 jokes. Guess what? I'm doing some of them jokes tomorrow night. I am so excited about having some new jokes to tell. When I get to Indianapolis, I'm going to work out tomorrow night. I'm going to work out Friday night. I'm going to work on them again on Sunday. I'm like, come on, man. Brand new jokes. Come on. Anyway, all right. We got to get off.
I know we because both of our wives are still out.
Oh, yeah. Yanissa came in here a couple times. And she hit me with the airplane.
And then Kimberly's like, Yanissa going to get y'all. So she co-signed her. She quiet directing.
That's all right. We gonna be good.
I appreciate you. We can't wait to see y'all tomorrow for the fellowship.
Yeah.
And to be part of something great.
Man, history is gonna be made tomorrow night. And in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the District Theater. If you have not gotten your tickets and you are in the Indiana area, or you gonna drive over to Indiana, maybe you want to buy a ticket right now and fly in just to experience it. Because a lot of people are destination comedy fans, and a destination comedy fan is someone who comes in from another region, another area to enjoy, support, and have a good time. Huge shout out to everybody. Kimberly talking about nope. We stopped it before it happened. She talking about Kingston humping people's leg. So
we have brought up memories.
Okay. Right. Man, listen, this is my brother Donald Martin. He turns 50 years old. Give him the birthday, Donald, and one more time, tell him what is it, October 12th?
October 12th is the comedy show. We got Vernon Hines from Virginia, my headliner. Willie Brown is the host.
Wow.
And we got Clara D. She's hilarious. Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You got Vernon Hines and Willie Brown.
Yeah.
And excuse me.
Opener, Clara D you're gonna see her. She's gonna be in Search for the One. Hilarious.
Wow.
And then we got a special guest coming in that I definitely want you to meet.
Okay.
She coming in all the way from Atlanta. She's not going to be at the Search for the One, but she's going to be on the show for October 12th.
Wow.
So, because that's what we like. So real quick, just 45 seconds. 30 seconds.
Hey, y'all heard Kimberly?
Right, okay. Yeah. So listen, 30 seconds, 27, 28. So I had a gentleman that searched me out because he had a lady that's a comedian. When he managing a Christian comedian, he didn't want to put her in clubs. He searched me out from Buffalo, New York.
Wow.
And because his auntie knows me. And he reached out to me, bro, I need to get this is on a show.
Wow.
And we listened to her, we talked to her, and she's gonna be on our show October 12th.
Come on. Come on, net connections. Come on, networking. Come on, reaching out. Come on, stepping out on faith. Come on, opening doors for people. Donald Martin, Kimberly Martin. Come on, y'all. Y'all heard it. October 12th, Donald's 50th birthday comedy celebration. Vernon Hines, Willie Brown, Clara D, and more, celebrating Donald's 50th birthday comedy bash. Listen, y'all, everybody in the 50s, in that 50s pocket, in that Anderson, Indiana, or that Indianapolis, Indiana, y'all come on over and support Donald and welcome him into the 50s real good. 50s is a wonderful category, wonderful stage of life to be in. Again, thank y'all to everyone who's been on the live with us. I'm just hitting y'all real quick in the comments. Again, shout out to my sister Mary Motley, who said, I plan to do that one day. Fly in just to see a show. Sister Mary, I'm going to hold you to it. I look forward to seeing you on the road one day. And guess what? Again, we've been saying this for the longest. We've been saying this now for about 5 years. I got to get to Rialto. We got to figure out how to do a show in Rialto, and Sister Marion got to be right there on the front row. You definitely need to be one of our Joke Farm ambassadors. Margaret Ann Owens says, I want to network with you guys. Happy birthday in advance. Shout out to you, sis. Thank you for saying that. Hit me. Showing my brother some love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kimberly. She said, download the Joke Farm app. Download the Joke Farm app right now, family. And if you go on there, you go on there for the one of the mega mixes, you will see Donald actually featured on that right now. That's on the app right now for you to go and check out. Check out one of the live streams and you will see Donald on one of the live streams right now on the Joke Farm app. Tony Muse, what's up, Tony Muse? How you doing, sir? Tanya Thomas, how you doing? Again, thank y'all so much. We don't take it lightly at all. Huge shout out to Kimberly. That's Kimberly Morgan, Kimberly Janelle Martin. That's Donald's wife right there. His favorite right there. Come on now. And Belinda Spears, Cassandra Davis, thank y'all so much for coming through and hanging out with us. Marion Carter, May Smile, I love that. May Smile, great name. Brenda Ratliff, Annette Wise, Rhonda Crutchfield, Eugene Bosham. Thank y'all so much to everybody who came through. Stefan Rake, a comedian, dropped in with us, y'all. Yeah. Again, download the app, get the Joke Farm app. Tomorrow night, we are at the District Theater in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you know somebody who knows somebody who got a phone, who got a car, and or willing to take some public transportation to get on down to the District Theater in Indianapolis, Indiana, y'all come on through. We're going to come through tripping and have a good time, y'all. All right, family, I'm about to get on up out of here. Donald, one more time, brother, to give everybody the date again, one more time for the 50th birthday comedy bash.
October 12th. That's not this Sunday, but next Sunday in Anderson, Indiana at the Energy Impact People Rich Comedy Club. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 6:59.
Come on, y'all. I saw a brother the day on Facebook that came by and brought out a whole table at People Rich prior to. Now, this is 2 weeks out. A little less than 2 weeks out.
Yeah, we sold 2 tables, actually.
Come on, y'all.
The other guy couldn't put a picture out there because he got a warrant, so he didn't want to take a picture.
Hey, somebody take a picture with him. Hey, man. Hey, look here, player. I know we took that picture, but hold that tight. Hold on that tight.
Man, we'll be on here forever, man. We gotta go, man. We gotta go. We got to do this again. We got to do this again.
We got to do it again, and one more time for everybody who got a dog that's not spayed or neutered. Stop it! Stop it!
Is that Jaleel laughing?
That's Jaleel. That's Jaleel. Lewis, stop that! Stop it!
Yeah. So new jokes tomorrow. I got some new stuff.
Come on.
We're gonna talk about it.
Come on. Right. We love y'all, family.
All right, bro.
Hey,
get some rest, man.
Yes, I will, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Thank y'all, family. This is the Akitunde Show, a special Ox Show. Search for the one, Indianapolis, Indiana, tomorrow night, October the 2nd, and October 3rd, and then October 5th. First Sundays, we are in the building. Comedians from all over the country are converging on Indianapolis and Columbia to get a spot on the final round in Orangeburg, South Carolina, happening October the 25th. To get tickets for any of those rounds, log on to searchfortheone.com. That's the website right over my head. That's searchfortheone.com.
Real quick, I know we got to go.
Yep.
What's the seater for the final show? Like, that's a theater, right?
That's a theater, 588 seats. Plush seats. The beautiful Stevenson Auditorium.
And it's
Classic.
gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out.
It's gonna be sold out. This is a classic 100, almost nearly 100-year theater built in 1927. 98-year facility that has been restored and is beautiful and in excellence. That's where the final round is happening. All right, family. Like you said, we'll be here all night. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. And until next time, we're gonna see y'all when we see y'all. This is the Akintunde Show. Stop it, Louis!
For the one.
Get ready to laugh and vote. The search for the one stand-up comedy talent search is back. 6 rounds, 6 cities, in search of one comedian. Powered by Joke Farm. Some of the funniest comedians in the country are coming from all over, going for over $5,000 cash. The Blue Comedy Stool and the opportunity to record their very own stand-up comedy special filmed next year. Indianapolis, Indiana, we're coming your way to the District Theater, Thursday, October 2nd through Friday, October 3rd, 7 o'clock p.m. nightly. A special partnership with People Rich.
Search for the one.
Log on to searchfortheone.com. That's searchfortheone.com and click the registration button. Hey family, it's your brother and your host, Akintunde. And I'ma see y'all when I see y'all for the 2025 Search for the One Stand-Up Comedy Talent Search.